Okay, I want it to be quick. Um, we are in a for real spiritual war, and I want people to get prepared for it. Um, Ways to protect yourself is to have control of your vibration. Um, Matter of fact, there's a audio. I'm just gonna play the audio. I recorded earlier today because it was so windy. I was I wanted I wanted to redo it and talk about what I talk about, but nah, that first audio, I was really in my spirit to give that speech. So it's way better than any remake that I can do of it. So I'm just gonna release that. Also, I want to say that things are really interesting right now. I want to kind of wait for things to play out because there's a lot of random stuff coming to my awareness. Some really intense stuff. I was actually thinking about doing a reaction video to this one tarot reader because I was like, because sometimes when I be like hearing some tarot readers, I'm kind of like, I be trying to rebuke that, because I like, nah, but sometimes it'd be like, that could fit, but I don't know. So yeah, but when she was giving that reading, I was like, bruh, like eating my popcorn. I didn't have popcorn, but that's the energy of it. So yeah, it's real interesting right now, like really, really interesting. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen. I might even take a break for a little while, for a few days, and then, you know, just see what happens. So, I did see a video on O'Neill TV, two of his videos. Um, One of it was Eligio. He throwing subliminals, but who you talking to? Um, but he feeling real, he feeling himself, right? For what? For what? There's another video that I haven't put out yet, but I was telling a story how somebody was trying to leave me outside for some reason on a day that it was like raining, and this girl, I guess I tell it real quick right now, cause all right. So it was raining for like 2 days. This happened maybe like 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks. So I was standing in the entrance of my building. I wasn't going on walks because it was raining. And this girl walked in with tears in her eyes, like she been crying. And she walked past the office, which you could see the office clearly right there, right? So she walked past the office and walked straight to me and going to ask me where the office. And this is like 6 o'clock. So the office already closed. So I'm on the phone with my dad at this time, and my dad is already like, nah, you need to get away from her because she don't sound right. So after she asked me where the office, I was like, the office right there. You just passed it. Then she was like, oh, where do I park? Where is visitors parking? So I pointed to the visitors parking. She was like, I don't know where that is. So I gave her directions to it. And then she was like, I don't understand. I'm not good with directions. And I was like, okay, well then just drive in there. Like, no matter what direction you go, you're going to get to that parking lot. And she was like, I can't understand. I can't understand. So she walked outside and she was waving me to come with her. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, you don't lost your motherfucking mind. So I did a whole about face on her ass and went walking in another direction. And she got mad and she was like, you can't show me where the parking lot is? I tried. I tried to show you where the parking lot was and you act like you just couldn't comprehend. So be careful with that, because what I have noticed is that they always use tactics that trigger my empathy, because I'm always willing to help people. So it's like they prey on that. They prey on that factor, because I had 2 incidents that happened where these people was trying to get my attention or was trying to lead me somewhere. And yeah. But one time there was somebody out there, it was a witness. The other time, I didn't go. So that was around the time that I did the first like exposing video on that one girl, Stacy. But yeah, shit did start to get weird around my birthday, January 29th, 1989. So shit did really get weird around that time. So I am gonna share the videos again, but I'm waiting, like spirit kind of telling me to like be still a little bit. So I'm gonna do that. All right. So, but please, oh, I'm gonna put the clip. It's coming.
Y'all, they didn't see me. Oh yeah, my bad distractions, but I got a smoothie though. Mm, it's windy as fuck. Okay, I told my daughter not to worry about that shit in a way that I tell her. Like, I tell my daughter the truth about things, and she could see from example. She got a granddaddy that went to college and a mama that went to college. So she could really judge it for herself. Even my dad, which he loved college, now have his thoughts about it. He pushed me to go to college, but he doesn't do that with my daughter. Fuck these Ivy League schools. Why a degree from them worth anything more than a degree from somewhere else? It don't make no fucking sense. And then they make you spend all that money for nothing. Because I ain't never had to show my degree to a job or some shit like that. Like, these people don't even really give a fuck about that. They try to make it seem like these companies will be fighting over you and shit because you got a degree from there. Man, those people don't be giving a fuck about that shit. They might even giggle at it. Oh, you went to Harvard. Because the motherfucker that is interviewing you probably don't even have a degree, or they got a degree from a community college or something. So they looking at you like you dumb as fuck. You want to spend all this money, and I supposed to. And then when you gain somebody from that type of institution, you know that they have some form of mentality that you might not even want to deal with. An employer might look at that and be like, nah, this person gonna be wanting too much, or feel like they above other people because they from this institution and all this other shit. None of that shit even motherfucking matters, okay? And if it does matter, you really find out if it matters to you. How much of a difference is gonna make? Like, how many times you gonna have to sell your soul? How many times? Cause you selling your soul anytime that you doing something, like you on some type of grind that you don't even enjoy. You got this mentality of, I rest when I get there. And then this whole time you fighting to get there. And then a lot of people don't ever get there. Like, yeah, they put people in our face to sell this American dream. Like, they might give a basketball player an NBA contract that's from the hood or some shit and was like, look, if I could do it, you could do it too. But look how many times he had to sell his soul, and look how how rare that shit is. Like, those motherfuckers ain't even real at that point because they on sold they soul so many times. They have sacrificed themselves so many times. At that point when they got that motherfucking contract, they a motherfucking zombie. Like, let's be real. Like, let's be motherfucking real. And then they get into this industry for what? Like let's look at Chloe and Halle for a minute, because these motherfuckers was groomed to be in the industry. I was up there like, now, supposedly Chloe, the one that people always saying that she trying to be like Beyonce. As soon as I learned that she was in a movie with Beyonce when she was a kid, that like told me fucking everything. Like, my goodness gracious. None of this shit is real. A lot of this shit is just an illusion. And now she got to go out here and do all these motherfucking rituals and shit. Oh my God. Ain't nobody got motherfucking time. You shouldn't even want your soul to be binded and tied up like that. Because, see, at this point, it's like, what's she gonna do? Like, either she do it, or because it's gonna be hard for her to just have a regular job and stuff like that, because that fame, it traps you, especially if you generate fame in that manner. You building fame off of an image or a personality that may not even be truly yours. It's just a product that was crafted and created. Next thing you know, you're going to be in some type of celebrity relationship. And next thing you know, you're going to be like, it's a whole ritualistic. Like, why is it every time a female artist come out, she go get in a relationship with a rapper? Like, why is that? Like, why she even have to do that? Or be associated with that in some type of way? Like, why is always the same? Like, man, bitch, if you do anything different, then you gonna be buried under a whole bunch of other bullshit. Cause there's artists that I listen to, like this one girl, Raymond or something, Rimon, that I put a link to something that she did in the bio, but you will see the difference. You will see the difference. And then you see how they change once they do get a contract in the industry and all of that. I love FKA Twigs. Nah, I ain't gonna even say what I'm thinking. Shit is stupid. I mean, you gotta ask yourself why you doing certain shit. Is you doing it for yourself? Or is you doing it for somebody else? Is you doing it to prove something? Or is you doing it because it's something that you actually love doing? And then it will get you trapped in that industry, and then it will suck all the joy out of it, you know? It's always a way out of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, out these contracts. But it's gonna be hard. Like, I do see artists that they fight back. We seen Michael Jackson do it. It seems like Kanye, he's trying to do it. I would even say Beyonce and Jay-Z, but it's something about that. It's something about it. The energy is more dark when it comes to Beyonce and Jay-Z, even darker than Kanye. But dark is not always a bad thing. I don't think that at all. I feel like darkness sometimes have to be utilized, but it could be on a low vibrational shit or some high vibrational shit. And you will have to be sacrificed. Y'all remember that whole time when Beyonce got pregnant and, you know, everybody was trying to make it seem like her stomach was fake and shit like that? I mean, the slander that happened with Beyonce and her kids is ridiculous. The way that they talked about Blue Ivy and stuff, the rituals that they did in the media about it. And this is around the time that they is creating their own thing, like Title, their own record company. Like, they trying to break away at those contracts. But they so mingled in it that, child, I wish them the best. Beyonce transmuted a lot of the energy though. And Beyonce and Jay-Z can be toxic, but I feel like they really work well together. Just as a team to go through this like journey together, they're a really good team. I don't feel the same about Will and Jada. Oh Lord, what is that? Will and Jada, they try to put on the front like they're a good team, but they probably just stay married and have separate lives. I do want to watch this Will Smith show. Everybody trying to give it bad views, but I don't be trusting that shit anyways because I have seen a few movies that got bad views and they actually had a deep message in it. Like, don't necessarily trust those numbers. Don't trust the numbers at all. Trust your intuition. Now, it's kind of different though. Nah, you just have to tell the difference between a bot and a real person. You might have see a whole bunch of bots talking like, oh my God, this was the worst movie of the century. But you would know something is off just by the way that they talk. Like, they all talk the same. They might use slightly different words, but it's like all the same. It's weird, you know? That's all. That's the only way that I could describe it. This shit is off. Like, sometimes you would see a comment. It's a nice comment, but you could tell, you could feel that it's something behind it. Man, please, y'all, pay attention, because it's too many traps out here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So you got to be able to see stuff, but you can't be paranoid. See, when you in a vibration of fear, like anxiety will take over, and then you be paranoid and focusing on the wrong thing. And you in fear, so your mind always going to the negative, but you go to the negative without finding a solution. You just in the loop of the negative thought, emotion, and you ain't really questioning it. Like, damn, why do I feel like this? So you could try to like correct it. Yeah. That's why my destiny line on my hand on God so dark. It seemed like my lines on got deeper. hmm And it feel like my heart line is growing. Mm. I'm seeing some other things. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Yo, we really in war, okay? But I'ma put out videos of how to overcome these, okay? And then eventually I'm gonna be coming out with something. So y'all be careful out there, okay? Well, I'm talking like a mother or something, like, all right, be careful now. Don't get hurt. Don't get snatched. Don't get lost. Don't get confused. I just want to record this because as soon as I finished that recording, the alarms went off. They some alarm in the distance, but as soon as I'm telling y'all, for real, we in spiritual war. I'm telling y'all what I'm telling you now. I'm hoping people believe in this because I want people to get through it. Like, you're gonna be all right, but you gotta believe it. And yeah, okay. So I met this toddler, powerful ass spirit. He's an Aries. His favorite word is no. Like, he would say no even if he mean yes. And his other favorite phrase is I know. And I was like, damn. You really can't sway him to do nothing. Like, his mom is a Capricorn, but it's a constant tussle because she firm. She got that Saturn energy, so she firm with him, and he like will back up because he knows she ain't playing, but he will still be like, no, no. So I'm looking at this new generation coming in, and they all come. My daughter, she's super sensitive. She's very like gentle in nature, but she still got a warrior spirit. Like, it be so funny to see sometimes, because people will be like, she quiet, but you get to speaking to her and you start talking crazy or dumb and stuff, she ain't afraid to speak her mind. I'll be like, she don't see it that way, she don't feel that way, she don't agree, you not being a good person, you should be more considerate. Calm down. Like, she come and give you peace. But my daughter, she don't play no games. She don't. She will hold my ass accountable. So this newer generation of kids and stuff, they like really powerful. They some shit that we haven't really seen, okay? And they had to be built for this, because what they coming into is like, this drink, I don't like this drink at all. Cause what they coming into is gonna be brutal. You get what I'm saying? So but I feel like it's going to be it depends on where you at vibrationally. So they will like walk in between these worlds based off the vibration of your kid. And everything exists for a purpose. So cause my daughter was telling me this week at school, people been acting crazy. There was a stabbing. Um, One time I got a call in the school up here talking about, oh yeah, there was a rumor of a school shooting, but we have found out who spread that rumor and everything is fine. And a lot of times, see, it's based off of vibration. So them sending that out to the parents having that on their mind and manifesting that. You get what I'm saying? Out of that fear. So, because what I'm saying is that the call that I got before this had happened, so I had got that call, and then the students started to act extreme. More fights are breaking out. There was a stabbing or something. Like, these people, it's heightened negative emotions. So when a person don't fucking like you, it's like they hate you. They can't stand you. They will try to take you out. Like, that's the energy, because it's like, it's this warlike energy. So protect yourself, man. The way that you protect yourself is to vibration. All right. Trying to get my daughter in worried. Like, they're trying to tell her, yeah, you need to stress about this. You need to do this. And I'm like, nah, you gonna be all right, okay? You don't have to worry about that shit. Because I broke it down to her, like I'm breaking it down now. And now she's at ease. And I ain't have to tell her no lie. I told her the truth, and she's at ease. And that in itself protects your children.